Hey guys, this is Nick from Defaced Games. It's the first month of 2020 and many cool games are making their way to Android. We handpicked the best ones of this month, so let's check out the best Android games for January 2020. All of these are available in the Play Store, and download links are given in the description below. Starting with our first game, WITCHSPRING 4. It's the latest paid release in the WITCHSPRING series of mobile RPGs. Much like the previous three entries, WITCHSPRING 4 offers a heartwarming story, exceptional graphics, and an enjoyable combat system. This game can be played as a standalone even if you know nothing about the previous three games. The storytelling is where the game really shines. It is very in-depth, thoughtful, and you see characters develop. For the price, you could hardly expect for more, especially since the series always brings more to the table than you would expect. If you're looking for a solid RPG, WITCHSPRING 4 is it. Next on our list, Very Little Nightmares. It is a paid puzzle adventure game from Bandai Namco that mixes a cute and creepy universe. Much like a point-and-click adventure game, it's your job to explore the game's beautiful surroundings to eventually escape from a hostile house that seemingly has no exit. In order to survive this adventure, you'll have to solve many different puzzles, and they can be challenging. It's a prequel to the story of Little Nightmares, but the new monsters aren't that scary. In some intense tight chase parts, controls can be a bit difficult. Overall, you will love playing the girl in the yellow raincoat. Moving on to Johnny Trigger. It's a free action game with slow-motion shooting. It offers an enjoyable digital shooting gallery which is very fun and also pretty easy. It has so many levels and a huge variety of outfits and weapons. It gets addictive quickly, and you can get to level 150 in about an hour. While the core gameplay loop of clearing the many enemies of each stage is a hoot, the constant interruptions from ads make it hard to enjoy your time with what is otherwise a solid arcade game. Sadly, there's no way to remove these ads as of now, but we still recommend you try it out as the gameplay is really enjoyable. Next, LUMIA SAGA. It's a 3D open-world free MMORPG mobile game with a cute art style. You can play idly and even solo for the most part thanks to the in-game AI. The storyline is incredibly easy to grasp, and you can skip most of it if you just want to enjoy the game casually. It features multiple classes, and you can also switch between them. Raid battles, PvP, you can even make NPCs your friends. A lot of mechanics in-game may need some getting used to at first. Spending money can get you stronger faster, but you can do everything without spending any at all. Getting into a party to do daily missions can be difficult due to time events. To summarize, this is a must-have for all RPG fans. Moving on to Mission Ammunition. It is a paid action run-and-gun platformer that contains excellent pixel-based graphics and a solid control scheme. It would appear that the story revolves around a prison that's under attack, and so it will be your job to take care of this problem through brute force and guns. Lots and lots of guns. It also doesn't hurt that the soundtrack rocks, which helps to round this title out as one of the better 2D platforming shooters out there. It has over 30 levels of non-stop action, and it's a very fun game. Just watch the enjoyable chaos, and there's a lot of it. You'll love it. Next on our list, Just Shapes and Beats. This one is a cool paid game where you avoid all the shapes as you make your way through the pulsing music beats. It's like bullet hell, but with a rhythm. Surrounded by the red shapes, you will move the square swiftly through the obstacles. With a simple control scheme and great soundtrack, so you can have some fun experiences. It's an official mobile port of Just Shapes and Beats from other platforms. Also, we think it should have some controller support, since this game is all about dodging stuff. Overall, it's really worth paying and playing. Next, Last Kings. It is a free strategy game where you pit large groups of your troops against your enemies to eventually rule over a world that had previously fallen into ruin. These battles will be large-scale, which appears to be the current trend in mobile games, so it's not like this title brings anything new, but is good at what it features. For 2020, it's one of the best in terms of graphics and gameplay. You command your forces, controlling territories and domains, and hero abilities are fun to watch. The game currently suffers from a few bugs, but it has a lot of potential. Moving on to Marvel Super War. It is a newly announced MOBA from Marvel for Android. The title will feature everyone's favorite heroes and villains from the Marvel universe in a MOBA-style game. Just imagine League of Legends with all Marvel characters. It's a great game, but just like any other, it's not yet perfect. Some heroes are more powerful than others. Nerf alarm! And the character animations could be better. It's a great game overall. Nice character designs, skill sets, and gameplay. If you're a fan of the Marvel Universe, you should definitely check this out. It's free and it has no ads. Next, RPG Monster VIATOR. This is the latest release from Kenko, who has been pumping out RPGs as long as the Android OS has been around. This particular title offers 16-bit graphics, turn-based battles, and an okay story that revolves around a legendary hero tasked with saving the world. A fairy tale-like adventure, a hero with 1,000 monsters, a fountain of truth, and a witch. You can also ride a dragon or raft down the river. Wonder which one's more fun. It has more than 20 monsters, each with their own abilities and personalities. Because this is a Kenko release after all, you know they rarely differ from one another. And last but not least, The Last Remnant Remastered. It's a paid port of the classic RPG The Last Remnant of 2008. It's a remastered version with better graphics of a cult classic game with an enthralling story, countless characters, and an intricate battle system. Coming in contact with enemies on the field will trigger battles where you strategize and make full use of the commands that change constantly depending on the position of your enemy forces. If you plan on doing a deep dive by exploring everything, expect to spend a lot of time learning this stuff. While the game itself performs fine, the port is missing controller support, demands high price, and needs 6 GB of storage space. And this concludes our list for January 2020. Don't forget to smash that like button if you enjoyed the video and subscribe to see more in the future. See you next time.